After 13 years of hard work, a lecturer and curriculum officer at CPUT has earned himself the highest degree. Vusi Mshayisa has become has become the first doctoral graduate in food science and technology. Mshayisa began his journey back in 2008. He joins us now to reflect on the past 13 years. Dr. Vusi, good morning. Congratulations.
Oh, good morning. Thank you very much. And good morning to the viewers at home.
Very quickly, Vusi, if you can dumb it down for us, what exactly was the subject of your doctorate?
Well, the subject of my doctorate centers around the problem that we have in terms of protein deficiencies in South Africa. But we want to use edible insects. So some of you may be familiar with what we call mopani worm. So these are edible insects that are high in protein. In our case, we were working with an edible insect called black soldier fly larvae. So this black soldier fly is highly rich in protein and fats. So what we wanted to do is to characterize these proteins using a technique called the Maillard reaction. So what we want to do with this study, we want to provide ingredients with functional properties. And in this study, we've shown that edible insects can also be used as a solution to hunger and poverty, particularly in Africa. And we can use techniques that are easily available so that it does not have a sense of where, sometimes people say, I don't want to eat insects when they see them. So we want to have a situation where we can incorporate these insects in a manner that will be used as ingredients, as functional ingredients. So that is what the study centered around.
Yeah, as I understand it, the most expensive ingredient in food is protein. Most of what we get is from animals, so insects would be a good alternative. But like you say, some people would be put off by the idea of proteins from insects, from black fly larvae. So how does the process of extraction work, and is the end product really the same as the animal proteins?
Yeah. So in terms of protein quantity and quality, we see that these edible insects have superior protein content. So as we said now, the problem is the yuck factor. So people don't want to eat these things. So the studies, they show that consumers are willing to eat these insects if they are provided in food in an unrecognizable form, so in the form of ingredients. So in this case, what we have done, we've extracted these proteins using two different methods, and from there we then use the process called glycation. And so this glycation gives us proteins with superior technofunctional properties and also nutritional properties. So this is how we have then managed so that we can then be able to incorporate these now in food products. To put it to the layman's term, so you would have a flour that you can use to bake muffins. You would have a flour that you can use to bake bread. But this flour is made from insects, so which means that these edible insects are high in protein, and you'd also derive the nutritional properties.
Dr. Vusi, this is powerful stuff. Is this already being done, and how long before it becomes mainstream?
Okay, at the moment, at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology, CPUT, in particularly the Department of Food Science and Technology, we are doing studies. We have not yet reached the commercialization stages at the moment, but we have had some little bit of a success with what we call new product development, so which is done by our students. So part of them, they have already trialed these in various different products. But at the moment, we are not yet at the commercial stages because we also still need to do further studies in terms of food safety and also in terms of consumer acceptability.
Dr. Vusi, thank you so much for joining us. This is going to do a lot for food security, particularly on the African continent. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, Dr. Vusi Mshayisa, a PhD graduate in food science and technology.